Well, that's something I certainly didn't expect to be reading this afternoon regarding Bruno Fernandes. He's done an interview with DAZN Portugal talking about his future after this season. And the uncertainty from the way he answered that question has got people talking. It's definitely brought up the topic for us here on Forever United TV for this evening's show anyway, because I want to know what you guys feel like. Manchester United in the cash strapped sort of situation we're in right now, according to everything that's been reported. Would you cash in on Bruno Fernandes this summer? Would you go down that road to raise cash? After this season, Bruno Fernandes' contract has 2 more years to run. We're going to get into that. There is also centre-back targets for Manchester United that have been highlighted. We've got other updates regarding Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood, and a lot more that has gone on just from today, really, this afternoon. It's a lot actually going on with Manchester United. It is Forever United TV. Welcome along to the show, everybody. Make sure you get your comments in the live section. Make sure that you get your thoughts in. Give the video a like. And if you're tuning in for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, everyone. And welcome to the show. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. Yes, I am wearing the new Stone Roses shirt that was given to me or sent to me by the Kit Man on Instagram. Anyone who wants to get one of these shirts from our guy, it's not from the football club, just so you know, then let me know. Obviously, I don't wear it with a green screen because you see patches of red coming through it, which I didn't even think about. I was too busy getting ready for the show, and it is sort of flashing up on the screen right now. So if you think it's a red stain or anything like that, it's not. That's just me being absolutely stupid because I have a digital background and it's shining through a little bit. Because it's green, Adam. Idiot. Anyway, into what's going on in the show. We have to do a big shout out to a couple of people in the chat already. Firstly, Jordan Hall, who has donated some memberships. Before I came on, it went off screen, Jordan, so I'm not sure how many you've done, but I think there was 2 or 3 maybe in there, I've been told. So thank you so much. And to anyone that has been gifted a membership already, before we started, the massive props before the show's even started for doing that, Jordan. And please make sure, if you are one of them lucky recipients of that membership, that you thank Jordan as well. And let's get on with that. But also, massive 50th birthday today for our man Gray. Wow, 50. Many happy returns, buddy. And I hope you're enjoying your day as well. No idea. I know you was in the chat earlier on, but you could have told us earlier on, buddy, and we could have made a big deal out of it. But yes, happy birthday to you to you too, my man. Hope you have had a great day. And thankfully, you haven't got any United to worry about or watch tonight to ruin it. So you should be good, mate. Get your feet up, get a pint, and get comfortable. Yeah, Champions League football to watch. There will be a watch along on TIFO for all the members as well. So if you have just become a new member, then make sure that you tune in. The link is in the members video, which I posted out earlier this afternoon. Now you've got access to that if you are a member. Check on that. If you haven't already logged into TIFO, we are there. We are going to be covering the Bayern and the Madrid game. But Bruno Fernandes is what we're talking about here. We're talking about our captain, possibly. Well, I don't think he's going to be going in the summer, but I want to pose a question to you guys in terms of where you are at with it. I know he isn't on that list, so everything's come about from the news that broke earlier on this week regarding that list of players, where there's only 3 on there that United would look, or INEOS would look to keep in Garnacho, Mainu, and Rasmus Højlund. You can add Onana, you can add Mount, probably realistically Onana, Mount, and yeah, that's it really, isn't it? In terms of no goals, not really fair on pushing players out when they've not even been given a proper chance. I don't think United are going to be in the market for another goalkeeper anytime soon, even if Onana isn't good enough. In a lot of people's opinion, he's not. But hey, you look at the situation there, and that has opened up a can of worms with everyone else talking about who is going to be leaving. Are United open to Rashford leaving? What's going to happen with Greenwood, the Sancho situation? Well, now we have had this interview where I'm just going to go into some of the actual quotes from the interview. The main one being this. So Bruno Fernandes did an interview with DAZN Portugal from Carrington, talking about obviously Portugal, the Euros and things coming up. And the quote is Bruno Fernandes on his future is if you want me to be honest, if I have to think about it, not continuing in the Premier League, it won't be until after the Euros, because nothing will be able to take my focus away from the FA Cup final and the Euros, as there's nothing more important than that at the moment. Whoa, hello. Where did that one come from? You actually would be thinking about it after? Was it taken out of context? Well, That is a quote directly from Bruno Fernandes, apparently. Like, I've not listened to the interview. I've just read the extracts and the translations from it, which say, like, he's not thinking about it. But what this does do, it solely focuses, and I think this has come about, like, Bruno Fernandes is talking this way, I feel, because of what's happening at the football club. Like, we've said this all along, all of the time on many shows, that players will be looking in on the situation right now with INEOS and the changes and what is happening, and know that players' contracts are not going to be renewed into bigger contracts anymore. INEOS have made this very, very clear. And anyone who is going to be running out of a deal, i.e. on their last year, which there is plenty of this summer, and some that are just finishing anyway, we've talked about all of them, but at the end of this season, Bruno Fernandes is out of contract. So at the end of this season, he's got 2 years left to run. He's not out of contract. Sorry, my mistake. He has them 2 years left, so it finishes in June 2026. Now, that's usually the time when, if you were looking to keep a player, you would start renegotiating a contract. Now, for Bruno Fernandes to say at the end of this season and the Euros, he would maybe start thinking about his future and stuff like that, when he has to. Coming up to his late 20s, he's not far away from 30 now. He's got one more contract to go. If INEOS are not looking to give Bruno Fernandes a new contract when someone else would, like, for instance, he's on 240 grand a week, 240, 250 basic. That's obviously going to be slashed for this year, so he's sadly losing out 25% of that. What a shame. I'm nothing against Bruno, but players' wages in general, that slant was at. But he's there on a contract, and you've got to think, like, he has given absolutely everything to Manchester United. Is he going to win any major trophies with Manchester United in them next 2 years? The answer straight away that comes to everyone is no. Because there's too much to do, there's too much of a rebuild, there's too much to actually fix at Manchester United, like we've discussed before, and I don't think by the end of it, the contract's going to be up, and United are probably looking to move him on. So is he going to commit? Like, if an offer came in, like, the word is from nearly every single journalist, and you're going to get this on all of the players, like the word from Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood. So just to clarify, like, if Mason Greenwood is worth 30 to 40 million, that's the minimum United would take. If that is not there on the table, they would have to consider bringing Mason Greenwood back to Manchester United. They have triggered his 1 year extension, so that is in place already as well. So that's what we're looking at right now with Mason Greenwood. It has to be between 30 and 40 million. Okay, so at least we know where we stand with that one. Marcus Rashford is only going to be looked at for upwards of 70 million. So that already has come down a little bit. So previous reports have sort of valued Marcus Rashford around the 100 million mark. Like, no, forget it. You may have had half a chance of scraping 80 to 90 million together last season after he scored 30 goals, but not anymore. 70 million, I think you're lucky to get that for him. And Jadon Sancho, apparently the value is 30 million on him. So you're looking at around Manchester United's valuation for them three players is 150 million. Guys, get in the chat and tell me, how much do you think Bruno Fernandes is worth? Right now, with 2 years left on his contract, the age that he is, what do you think Bruno Fernandes is worth right now? Get into the chat. I want to know where you guys are at and what you're thinking. Bruno Fernandes, by the way, is 29 now. So he's going to be 31 when this contract finishes. Where are you at with that? Let's get into the chat and see where you guys are thinking. First of all, MDRM, Modern Samurai has gifted 5 memberships again. Legend, man. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can get these new members in on the Tifo watch along for the Madrid and Bayern game. We're starting at about 20 to 8 tonight, guys. So make sure you get yourselves logged in. Make sure you do get yourselves registered as well with Tifo. Dead simple, dead easy. Just follow the link that I've put in the members video on the channel. You will see that it is only just gone up this afternoon, so it's right there. And obviously, if you remember, you can see it. So Michael, Dean, Karsten, Hardy, and Starlord, welcome to... Oh, no, not Karsten. It wasn't Karsten, it was Sean. Sean, Starlord, Adip, Dean, and Michael, welcome to the Members Club, my friends. Please do make sure that you give Modern Samurai a big, big thank you for donating that membership. You are in a privileged position of being part of the FUTV army, my man. So, guys, not just one man, guys. And you are more than welcome. Let's see where we're at with this one now. Bruno, 40 to 50 million. His age is the issue. Maybe attractive to Saudis, so maybe more. 50 million for Bruno? I think he's worth more, to be honest. Bruno is worth 60 million, surely, says Boxing Straight Talk. 15 million at best, says Mark. Mark just doesn't like Bruno, I don't think. Henry Long says 70 million. Bruno 50. I'd take a 10 up for Rashford, though, says Verbal. Ryan Ball, Bruno has to be a minimum of 75, 80 million. Bruno is not old. 29. You've got to look at the sell-on factor when people are buying him, though, on that. Like, he's not old now, and he's got 2 years left. If United want to sell him for anything significant, it has to be this summer. Otherwise, we're committing to seeing Bruno out, and then he goes for a small fee, or he goes on a free transfer. Like, do United want to make money off Bruno? That's the question I think we need to be asking more. Like, is it a massive thing for Manchester United to make money off Bruno Fernandes? I don't know if we're in that position. I don't know if they are bothered about that. It's an interesting one, Bruno Fernandes, because I don't think they would look to move. He's not even top of the list or anywhere near the if but maybe list. Like, he just wasn't even in the reckoning. Is it that desperate that we have to get rid of Bruno? I don't think it is, and I don't think INEOS are going to be tempted unless something stupid comes in for him. But then I think Bruno needs to actually be on board with this and want to leave Manchester United in the first place. I think he holds the cards. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he loves the club. I think he wants to be part of this project. He is Mr. Manchester United right now. He is the one that's holding this team together and actually performing to somewhat close to a level we expect from him. So I do believe that Bruno Fernandes wants to be at the football club, but needs must with INEOS. Honestly, if Sir David Brailsford's looking at players and interviewing players and talking to them on a one-on-one basis, and you go into a room with Bruno Fernandes, he's going to be walking out of that room and going, that guy's a winner. That guy's determined. Yes, he is definitely out there for debating whether he is on form, whether he is a loose cannon. Like, it's there, isn't it? He's got his critics. Let's just say that. Not everybody likes Bruno Fernandes. I think that's clear. But I think in terms of like the mentality side of things, he's exactly what INEOS need. 100% Manchester United and INEOS need Bruno Fernandes for me. A lot of you may disagree. That's my opinion on that one. But I just think he's got that mentality that INEOS are looking for. You can argue his form and his qualities, but you just don't know what's around the corner with United and this new restructure that we're doing. It could be a new manager. It could be someone who's going to actually get Bruno in line. Liam, welcome to the Members Club as well. Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining, pal. Make sure you do tune into the Members video as well, which is on the channel, Liam. And you can join us for the watch along later on TIFO. It is members only. And yeah, we'll be watching a decent game of football tonight, I think. I'm looking forward to that game so much. I don't think Bruno can play in a good structure style of play, says Jordan. How much money is United paying for childcare with all these big babies we got, says Christopher. 50 is the new 40 row. Yes, it is. We're not talking about Bruno's price tag there either. We're talking about Gray being 50 today and celebrating his birthday as well. Spenny says, off subject, do you have any of the black mugs with red writing, as cannot see any of in your store? Thanks. We need to look into that one, actually, and we'll have a discussion with Kaz on the store for the black ones. I'm not sure if we actually had the black option. It was mainly white, but I'll see if there is anything on that side of things as well. 100 million for Bruno and Rashford would be decent for their age, and form and wages. You're not getting more than that. Could possibly, yeah. I mean, would you take 100 million for Bruno and Rashford? That's a testy one, isn't it? I mean, I don't think the club would budge on it, but would you take 100 million for Bruno and Rashford? That's a debate, isn't it? Liam with a super chat. Cheers, Liam. Hi, Adam. It was great to meet and speak to you before the game on Saturday. I told you you would have a new member. Hope to see you soon at Old Trafford. Thank you, Liam. Yeah, I'm buzzing that you've moved away and joined the real membership core. like proper content channel, which is FUTV. You know what I mean by that as well. Anthony Wisdom, Bruno used properly as a number 8 will be a great player for us if we put better players around him. He needs to simplify his game. That comes down to proper coaching. It does. Rein him in. I definitely agree with that one from Anthony there. We can sell so much deadwood for transfers. Roddy says, what do you think Bruno is worth, Adam? I think Bruno's worth 60 million. Honestly, that's my realistic price tag for Bruno Fernandes at his age that he is now. I think 60 million, I think United are having to take that into consideration, personally. But I don't think they will. There's other players they want rid of first. Like, if them prices came in, so say, for instance, you're looking at United, the stance that INEOS are at now, there's certain players that they won't even consider selling. Like, Rashford is one of them. He is. But if a bid came in for him and a bid came in for Bruno, I guarantee you they would ignore Bruno's bid. And they would definitely consider Rashford's bid. I mean, where was we at in terms of the actual bids right now? I'm just going to go through the news quickly with this one. Let's just see now. Right, so it's Rob Dawson and ESPN that's been doing a lot of talking regarding Manchester United transfer valuations at the moment. Greenwood has scored 10 goals on loan at Getafe this season, but it's unlikely the Spanish team will be able to fund a permanent transfer. United are looking between 30 and 40 million. As with Rashford, United will not accept a significantly reduced fee, and if the club's demands are not met, Greenwood could return to Old Trafford. That's the news on him. I'll just read through the other stuff now that's coming through, guys. Manchester United are not expecting offers for Marcus Rashford, believing that there is no market for the English striker this summer. United's financial position means they would consider bids of north of 70 million for Rashford if they were received, but they are not expecting any team to match that valuation. The club are not actively looking to offload the player. That's from ESPN again, and Rob Dawson. These are all of the... There's even news that Arsenal are looking at Marcus Rashford as well. Again, more news regarding Mason Greenwood. 70 for Rashford, 30 to 40 for Mason Greenwood. And that's 100 million that we would take. There is also, like you can see on the tweets below, and we'll get into Manchester United and who we actually want to bring in as well. But I want to give you guys a chance as well to have your say on this. Jordan with another donated membership. Thank you, buddy. Spenny Lou has taken that one. Welcome to the Members Club, Spenny. I hope you're doing well. I think that's over 10 we've got now for the show already today on the members side of things. Thank you, guys. Loving it. We're over 100 likes on the video as well. Guys, there is a post out as well. Make sure you do go and watch episode 2 of the United Couple podcast. Me and Kaz were on there yesterday. Episode 2 went out at 8 o'clock. It is already getting loads of traction and people tuning in and watching number 2. They loved it so much. They're begging us to get more out earlier, but it is once a week, and number 2 is out, so go and watch it, guys, please. The link is in the description as well. Mount had a year left on his Chelsea contract and went for 55 million. Bruno should be 70 million, surely. Age difference, I think Big G is the problem there with that one. And also, Manchester United were bidding for Mount, so that's why the price was so high, because we are shit at negotiating for transfers. We're shit at getting players out, and the same for getting players in when it comes to getting the right price. We are a laughing stock. We really are. Mark Lambridge with a super chat. Teams don't buy out of form players for top money. No, they definitely don't. Liam has dropped a membership in, which Sir Jim has taken. Welcome, Sir Jim. Sir Jim Radcliffe is in the house. He's going to be watching the TIFO watch along with us later, which is good. Bruno should not be going before people like Rashford. No. RP, but people would bid for Bruno because they know they're getting something for Bruno with Bruno Fernandes in terms of a player in form and what he will actually produce for him. I think people would bid a lot more for Bruno than they would Marcus Rashford, even though he's 3 years younger than him. In a more, it's not a more crucial position, but it's the money position, isn't it? Really, the goal scorer. That's what people are going to be looking for. Like, they are the ultimate when it comes to transfer valuations, the forward players. But Bruno and his numbers, I think, would fetch a higher price than Marcus Rashford. I definitely don't see United buckling on a Bruno bid, though. But I think Bruno Fernandes, in all of this, and everything that he said in this interview, is based around what's happening at the club with INEOS right now. He feels like no one is secure. And again, we go back on what we were saying last night, that INEOS will not be offering substantial wages and new contracts to players anymore. Like, the days are done. Rashford, the lucky bleeder, was the last one to get a big bumper contract out of United. You will not see anyone at United now get anywhere near where Marcus Rashford, Casemiro, Varane, like, no one's going to get it, because INEOS will make it performance related in terms of contract. That's how they work. So anyone who's coming to the end of their deals is probably looking at it and going, right, okay. And nearly all of them players, like, not all of them, but a chunk of them are right at the end of their careers. Like, you're not going to see INEOS renewing Johnny Evans because of his age. They're not offering deals to Wan-Bissaka and Victor Lindelof because it's a lot less than what they probably wanted. And neither of them players are on absolute boosters anyway. And they're not actually costing the club that much money. But I think Lindelof on, 120 a week, that definitely isn't a deal that INEOS will be looking to enhance. Like, if you wanted to take 50 grand a week, Victor, then you might stay around as a squad player. That's about it. But you're not getting any more. That's the sort of stance that we're going to get from INEOS. Let me just see what else we've got here. To be honest, I can't stand Bruno. He's a whining wet wipe. See you later, Bruno, says Big G. Are you just saying he was worth 70 million? What happened a minute ago? Big G, he's changed. Oh, God. It's fun. I love the chat sometimes. Which player would you keep for in-depth bench player next season if they only earn 150 a week? Which players would I keep? Like, if Casemiro wanted to drop his wage to 150, I'm all over that. Like, same for Rafael Varane. I would keep him if he wanted to extend for a few years. I like Varane. I think he's a great player. But I would only take him if he wasn't costing what he is, wages-wise. But modern-day players, like United players, have just got so used to being mollycoddled, bubble-wrapped, soft-soaped, and just looked after and protected by that United bubble. Like, now it's been burst. Like, everyone is obviously thinking about their future. And that is what Bruno is doing right now. Like, it's a serious question for him because he needs to look at his future because he's at that age and his contract isn't going to get any better at United. Unless he gets some, like... Yeah, but he's not, is he? He's going to be 31 when this one finishes. I just don't see INEOS with the age of the player. The way that Sir Jim Radcliffe was kicking off about Casemiro's deal when he was looking around United that time. Like, I don't see INEOS offering players upwards of 30 any bumper deals. And I think Bruno could possibly go elsewhere and get a lot more. Please keep liking the video, guys. Well over 600 in the room with us. Share the video, like the video. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as well. We are on the road to 50k people. Over 43. I'm moving fast. So thank you very much for your continued support. Louise is in the chat. And she says, as you go off the screen, just add me over there. Sorry, Louise. I'll come back to it now. Would you get rid of every defender we have, bar Harry, as backup with Willy Cambuella? I mean, you look at the defenders on Man United's books, like, it's a lot of defenders and a lot of fullbacks as well. So, no, I wouldn't get rid of Dalot right now. I wouldn't get rid of, like, Luke Shaw's another one really up for debate, isn't it? Like, I feel 29 again. These players are right at that age where you're like, oh, do we commit? Or do we just get rid? We just cannot get it all done in one summer. And I think these players like Bruno and Luke Shaw, they're the ones that are going to stay. And unfortunately for United, where they are in their career right now and the age of that player, like, they're going to be both hitting 30s and there's going to be no sell-on factor. But we cannot get rid of them players before the obvious who have to leave this summer. That's the problem we've got. Andrew Shaw, going to watch Kaz and Adam's podcast tomorrow. If it's anything like the first one, it's great. It is. It's a doozy, I can promise you. London is in the house. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. He has gifted a membership which has gone to Anthony. Anthony, welcome to the Members Club. And London, good to see you back in. I know you've probably been popping in with chats as well, mate, and I've just not seen you in the chat and you've gone through, but good to see you up there, mate, in lights. Oh, God, sorry, Jason. I need to address that. It's Adam in capitals. That's what it is. I will, like, for everyone who is wanting to watch the watch-along, after this show, I will jump across onto that video and I will put another post up in the community section for you as well to join straight after this show, guys, with all of the referral codes and everything. But if there is any members in the chat right now who are already on TIFO and you can see anyone in the chat that's looking to join, just give them that referral code, please. Help them out. That would be fantastic. Thank you. Everyone who is able to watch the game with us later, please do get in and get on it. That's my mistake that I completely forgot about that. But thanks for bringing it up in the chat. Let's see what else we got in here. Mark says, keep Raphael and Kaz on lower wages and get them to do their badges. Then bring in young players like Edison from Atalanta and that French centre-back. Tadibo, would that be? More members in the house. They would be Mike Carter. What's that? Oh, it's all one work. Make them Oz fit. That's all baffle one to me, that. But yeah, welcome to the members club. Michael, Matthew Holman, and was there one more in there? No, that was everyone. That. Thank you again, Modern Samurai. Let's get these guys in with us on the watch along. Real Madrid against Bayern Munich. There is a video up, guys, in the members section for you. All of the information is in the description. The referral code is Adam in capitals, guys. So just hang on if you are struggling. I will put another post up straight after this show as well, guys, for you to log in. For all the members wanting to do the watch along with us later as well. All of this is going to be launched for everyone and all the subscribers for the start of next season as well, guys. So there is another option for all of you. And trust me, you're going to love it. Just ask the members. Luke Shaw, great player, but are we at least guaranteed three more seasons of an injury-free player? If not, sell him. But probably not this season due to priorities. Again, Muppet Show, bang on the money, mate. That is where we're at. Like, we want to get rid of these players, I think, but we just can't, just for the numbers factor. Make the most of it. Was that one, Adam? Yeah. Make the most of it. I think, did I say that? Ah, yes. That was the member, wasn't it? Make the most of it. I don't know. Yeah. Adam, you just gave non-members. No, but they need the link, mate, and they can't see the link. So don't worry about it, Stu. And it all changes all the time anyway. So when I want to change it, I'll change it. So don't worry, Stu, but I actually do appreciate you looking out for me, mate. Adam, mate, the most of it. Yeah, I've got it now, guys. Like, when you've got, like, this, when you're dyslexic like I am, sometimes long words like that move around the page, guys. So, yeah. Thanks for correcting me quite clearly, every single one of you. I love you all still. Leo's already on TIFO in the chat. Looks like Ali in the chat already. Yeah, everyone is looking forward to that game. It's going to be a mega one, honestly. I really can't wait for that. On to Manchester United, though, and them defenders, the shortlisted defenders that we've got at the football club. I mean, first of all, there is actual rumours again about Victor Gyökeres, the former Coventry striker from last season that signed for Sporting Lisbon. Obviously, Sporting doing great guns. Amarin, the manager, looks like he isn't going to last there. What's happening with some of their players? Are they going to get dissected by all of the big guns again? I don't know, but, well, Gyökeres, a great striker who's got amazing numbers this season. He's definitely on Manchester United's radar, and that could be a mover as well in the summer. I don't know where. Like we talked earlier on in the show, Manchester United's priorities this summer are the spine of the team. It's now moved away from the fullback situation. I think they will look for a fullback, but I think centre-back, centre-midfielder and centre-forward tells me that Casemiro is probably going to be off skis. Obviously, we're losing Amrabat as well. Donny van der Beek is going. And we can't rely on Scott McTominay to play every single game or start games. It's not good enough. So a central midfielder, I think, is a must for United. Along with the exodus of centre-backs, we definitely need a centre-back. And quite clearly, we need another centre-forward to help out with Rasmus Højlund, because we know that Martial is a useless injury-prone numpty who is never going to put himself forward, and no matter what, for this football club. So, yeah, that would definitely be an area, and Gyökeres definitely fits the bill in that department. Scalvini and Scalvini and Silva. So the young Atalanta defender, we have talked about him before. There were rumours about him in January when we were going through the January transfer window. But obviously Silva as well. They've both got, Scalvini's only got, I don't say only, his price tag isn't as bad as Silva, but like we know with Benfica, their players have ridiculous buyout clauses. They do look after themselves when it comes to safeguarding their assets, Benfica. They can sting us for 6 million for Fernandes, who, by the way, looks like he is going to be going to Benfica, and it is going to be triggered for the amount of game time. So 6 million, Alvaro looks like he's off skis. So left-back situation, uncertain with Malacia, Shaw's fitness. Do we need something there? We're going to be looking at Amas in the summer, in the pre-season apparently as well. So I don't know there. I wouldn't be as concerned at left-back. Like, if we get Malacia right, now that he's had that operation again and it's been done properly this time, I'd be devastated if something happened like that as a pro footballer and there was an error in the original surgery. But, yeah, I don't think left-back is too concerning. I would definitely be prioritising the other three, though, like the full spine of the side. I ain't got a problem with that. I haven't. Considering the new rules coming in, I think this is the perfect opportunity to get all the high earners off the wage bill and start again. Not sign any more over 200k per week. I think that's what INEOS will be doing anyway, mate. Andrew says it was a must for a central midfielder last season. Erik ten Hag got rid of Fred and Sabitzer and did not replace them. Come on, Andrew. He got Amrabat. So, yeah, he sorted it out, didn't he? Like, can't believe we paid a loan fee for him. But, hey, I'm actually glad that we did, because that means we're not stuck with another player on a stupid wage, and we can just go, there you go, see you later. Back to Fiorentina you go. You are not fit to play in the Premier League. That is definitely that's definitely a positive for Manchester United. How else have we got? I'm trying to get as many of your comments in as possible. Martial had bags of potential, but he's no Van Nistelrooy, Van Persie, Rooney, Berbatov. Thank you for your time, but see you later, mates. No hard feelings. I think there's a few with hard feelings, to be honest. One Puggy says, need 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, 1 winger, 1 striker. Yeah, not all in one summer, though, unfortunately. That isn't going to happen. I can see the T4 chat's already on food. Some of you are already in the T4 chat. Doing double streams, are you now, people? Hey? I love it. I'll see you all there soon as well. Adam, what team would you pay the price? Sorry. What team would pay the price for Bruno and at the same time pay him more than us at United? Well, it's not so much more than United to pay wage-wise. It's someone who's going to pay Bruno higher wages than what United would with an extension when you're 31. We could be like, Bruno could have been told, look, this is how INEOS is going to be when you get past 31. Like, your contract isn't going to be renewed to a point where you're earning more money. You're going to be down to this amount. So maybe Bruno's got a figure in his head already that he's been told he will get if he renews, and someone else can offer more than that. Saudi, PSG, even someone like that for Bruno Fernandes, I think. I think PSG would be all over Bruno Fernandes. 100% that's the right fit for him and how they play. I think so. Yeah, you could look at that. I think that's the situation. Not so much that someone's going to offer him more than 250 a week. It's what someone's going to offer him. More than what Manchester United's reduced wages are, which is obviously going to be a lot less than that. Need 2 strikers in case one is injured, says Mark. Christopher Hooper says, that was brilliant by Eric getting rid of one midfielder, not replacing them. Told you he's better than Sir Alex. Oh, and yeah. I was reading through some more of your comments there. Bruno is one of our best players. We can't let him go. We're not going to let him go, Mike. I just think he has been he's been talking regarding the situation about him leaving United because of what's happening at the club. I think he knows he's not going to get a new bumper deal after this one's finished. 2 years left after this year. Then really you would have expected that negotiation and that contract to be discussed next season for Bruno Fernandes. But we will see. We will see what happens with that. But yeah, please keep liking the video, guys. We're almost at the 200 mark. If everyone in the chat right now could give the video a like, that would be fantastic. Download our SofaScore app, bottom right hand corner. That is the app that we'll be using tonight to cover all the stats in the game and the watch along. So get onto that. It's completely free. Scan the QR code there or drop in the description. There is a link right there for you guys. So get onto that. All in game stats, ratings, odds, everything you need to know on every single player and the team's performance right there in front of you. And it's free, the best, the quickest that there is out there. Why wouldn't you? And obviously, Optimally Me code there on the left-hand side for all your health concerns. Bringing the doctors to your home. Get your test results within 2 days for any test, bloods, waters, fitness tests as well now on Optimally Me. A new one that has just come out, guys. If you use my QR code, there is big discount off that. Price is starting from as small as £30 to get everything tested out that you need. Accurate blood tests and results, 2 days. Comfort of your home, no stress of queuing up, waiting for doctors and doctors' results and all of that. Get it done in house and chill out and have a cup, have a brew while you're at it, or maybe even have a chip muffin, eh? If you did watch the podcast, you will know what I'm talking about with that one. Somewhat of a joke that's going around at the moment, but yeah. As Vicky would say, we won't win the EPL with Bruno and Rashford on the team. We will. With Bruno, if we had the right team around him, we would. Modern Samurai says, if we spend this summer, should be goal scorers, midfielders, and maybe get discount defenders. We're going to need proper defenders, though, I think, Modern Samurai. I think we will. It's going to be a difficult season. As it is, like, I do agree, we do need goal scorers. Like, our goal output is shocking. It really is. It's the worst it's ever been at the football club. It is. I know it's a chip bam. I know, bam. Scallions, Adam. I knew I'd get everyone talking with that one. I'm sure the food conversation will carry on Tifo. So, yeah. Everyone loved the podcast and that whole conversation. It was all anyone was talking about. And yeah, it just carried on and carried on and carried on. But yeah, double sausage always number one, Adam, says Stephanie. Yes. Kaz's final tomorrow as well, guys. We will be doing the show as normal. And then I'll be shooting off to watch Kaz in the final. So, yeah, no worries there. Schedule stays the same. But that is everything tonight, guys. All that's left for me to say is that if you do want to come and watch us on Tifo for the watch along, the membership section is there. All you have to do is join the membership. Press the join button or drop into the description. There is a link there. We will be sending this out to everyone come next season, guys, so you can all join us for the watch-alongs. But as of now, it is in its pilot stage, and we are just inviting members. But we are definitely putting this out to everyone come the start of the new season. So don't worry, it's going to be there for you guys to all join as well. But yeah, that is it. We are all finished here. Thank you so much, guys. All of your super chats, the new members, which there have been plenty. I think round about 16, 17 in total. Make sure you give the video a like, guys. We should pass the 200 mark just as we finish, which will be fantastic to finish the day up here on YouTube. And a massive thank you to all the mods and members that have helped out in the chat as well. I will post now, so everyone who wants to join the Tifo Watch Along, that membership
post will be going out straight after the show. Just like that, Modern Samurai just dropped in another 5 for people to come and join us. Garshoff, Niles, Last Stop Ahead, Nicholas, and JW. Welcome to the Members Club. Thank you, Modern Samurai. Again, we are over 20 members for the stream alone, and hopefully you guys will watch and be with us on TIFO. I'm going to post that out right now, so stay tuned. All the information is going to be there, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Absolutely brilliant show as always. I will see you tomorrow on YouTube. Members, I'll see you over on TIFO now. Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. I'll be in there very, very soon with you guys, so let's get that chat going. What are the topics tonight?